It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare and prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him, because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll try the right side with Hall. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. Just a short gain to the 33-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
What a pickup, a gain of 18, and it sets up 1st and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
A give. Here's Hall. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Will McDonald, there to tackle. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. A run up the middle with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This one will be from 37 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Panay Wanwu now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jets offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's complete to Jeremy Ruckert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and He's able to secure a really nice catch.
He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Third down, here's Hall. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. They go play action with Fields. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second down, it's Fields. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And he will score. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Jets.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Anders Carlson now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. A pistol snap back to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. And in motion is Brown. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He's going to tuck it and go. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Marshall is on the move. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Hurts will try it again. A pass caught by Saquon. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Fields to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be second down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short. Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
To throw is Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's first and 10. Now, Fields. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And that'll be batted down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Back to throw is Fields. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
To throw is Fields. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a point. It's 14-13.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So a very tight first half, a 1-point game here at the break. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Fields.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Fields. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Fields. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got his man, complete to Wilson. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A give up the middle with Hall. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing is Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean,
under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. To throw is Fields. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, New York.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not a team is going to go for it on 4th down based on what they do on 3rd down, and I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on 3rd and goal to go through the air, and even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it, and it results in a touchdown.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Now he'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Hurts working in the pistol. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a second down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap. So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Hurts. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I got to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He'll push ahead to the 21. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop. Third and long. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Important punt here in this tie game late. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson getting set for their next drive. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Back to throw is Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They go play action with Fields. And that is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 30.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's going to run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Hurts. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And he's going to have the first down yardage across the 50 to the 48. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Second down, 8 for the first down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. That's caught down the field is Reynolds. And he will score. Josh Reynolds. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night.